Here's an interesting perspective. So, from kid to adult, and this is gonna be like handheld version. It makes you think because for me, I started with the Game Boy Color, and for many people who already know, my first Game Boy Color was stolen. So my mom actually bought me a new one, and well, that sucks because I think it was like $60. I could have actually got brand new games, which I did get two new games with it. So basically means I could actually have three. I could actually have three. So it gets very messed up about how fucked up it really is. Yeah. And of course I'm just gonna most likely drone on later about something else, but let's continue on. So that was in 1998. Yeah, that's when like the Game Boy Color first came out. My uncle actually told me within like some years later that he was actually going to get me a Game Boy Pocket Color edition, clear edition, and he had it on layaway at Kmart. But well, you know what happened is that he decided to get the freaking Game Boy Color one that sadly two idiots decided to steal and say, "Oh, it must have fell out of the car." Yeah, if you guys actually can take that excuse and believe that's true, please comment down below so I understand if that actually was a good lie versus fell out the car. Fell out the damn car, huh? I care about that freaking Game Boy Color so damn much that I allowed it to fall out the damn car. Anyways, within 3 years later, I was actually fortunate enough to get a Game Boy Advance. Awesome. And then within 3 to 4 years later after that, I was able to get the Game Boy Advance SP. Awesome. But that was the last one because now I have to actually depend on myself to buy it, which that's kind of true. So the Game Boy Micro I wasn't able to get, which everyone's like, you don't need a Game Boy Micro. I'm like, dude, the Game Boy Micro is freaking small as hell. That would have been a great one to actually have in your pocket. No pun intended. Like, that would have been a great one to have carry on. If I had the Game Boy Micro, I would be maybe even playing it even to this day, which that's so damn true. I play the Game Boy Advance SP to this day, so that would just been one extra one I would actually play versus the Game Boy Advance that's actually just over there stored away safely so it can actually last to generations. Anyways, then we get to the original DS. I didn't get to have that one. This is the start of you pay for your own stuff. So I didn't get to have that one. And when I tried to actually get it, I actually got an email from Nintendo because I asked questions and they were like, oh, a new sleek one is on the way, which was, of course, DS Lite. So my mom actually got me the DS Lite and she told me if this one goes away, there is no hope of getting anything else. It's like, yes, like once you got it, you got it. You're not getting a replacement because, which lo and behold, this is also the time where, as you can guess it, someone fucking stole it. Well, someone actually borrowed it, then thought it was a good idea to sell it because of freaking damn issues. Yeah, I mean, dude. Why exactly do you think a RuneScape account that's barely muted and everything would be worth $125? It's like, yes, but it's a very high level. It's like, dude, but it's muted. You can't talk to anyone. It's pretty damn stupid. Sorry to say this, but truth be told, it's pretty damn stupid. And pretty sure the person who actually stole it from me, because he gave it to me, most likely got it muted and blocked. It's most likely he's gone. If anything, it's most likely just freaking damn gone. If he was a smart person, which I doubt he actually was smart enough to be like, he's stupid enough, he might lose it, and then I can actually blackmail him. I don't think he's that damn smart. He's just fortunate that it went like that. And people can easily be like, if in a court of law, this is where it gets bad, where it's like, and make it seem like he actually planned this whole entire shit already. He had this whole entire thing planned, and he can get easily sued. It's like, would I sue him? I would just like to have the freaking DS back and Mario Kart. DS, but of course, you know how that is. It's never gonna happen. So, anyways, I was without, but in college, someone actually gave me theirs, which is a little bit destroyed, but it still was workable. And then within that time, 2 years later, got car accident, was able to actually use that money to get a DSi along with a game system. And this is where we get to the point where now I am all up to date. I have a new system. We're all good to go. And I was able to buy all the Pokemon without any freaking hassles. Things are looking up until 2013 when they decided to say that, hey, guys, we're moving Pokemon to 3DS. Fuck! Yes, the good news is that they also announced that there is a 2DS system because I didn't want to get the 3DS system. 3DS system seems like it could actually do something to your eyes, especially if you're younger than 7. And I was like, okay, cool, I'm not going to get that. But then they did this and they're like, oh, this is some messed up bullshiggity here. And they're like, well, we do have the 2DS. And it's like, oh, thank goodness. So on the same day, I bought the Pokemon games, then I went to Kmart and got the 2DS. Rest in peace, Kmart. It's like, yep, I got the 2DS, I got it, I'm good to go, and we were doing good, and it lasted for like at least 4 years, 4 years, and then the same thing, mix and repeat, which is like, oh, motherfucker, oh, motherfucker, but the good news is that I do have the money, but last time I had to scrape up the money. This time it's like I technically had the money for it. And it's like, since I had the money for it, I could easily buy the light system because I don't want to get the freaking console system. I don't know. This might be the one where I don't actually have I bought it in store, it's new, and this is my console because I bought it new and everything's like, no, I never did that. Yeah, I'm just completely weird. I guess technically the OLED system I might buy when, it's the end of the days and they have a brand new console coming soon. And I'm like, well, might as well make sure I get like one that I can call my own, technically. So I don't know how it's going to play out. But believe it or not, that was the journey. And to see where it's like, I went from, you get it on your birthday, you get it for Christmas, to, well, lo and behold, now you have to pay your own self. And it got even messed up where it's like, well, dude, I come on, man. I had it for how many, it's like, well, technically, yeah. I had it for like 2 to 3 years, and now I have to freaking change it after being here 2 to 3 years. What the fuck? And yeah, then got messed up with the freaking Switch Lite too. But it's like, yeah, it's kind of funny where it went from the fans didn't actually cry out for it to be on the 3DS. You can notice that it was screaming to be on the 3DS eventually. But the Switch, however, it's like, y'all bastards freaking damn made that guy cry. And lo and behold, now the freaking 8th generation. The 8th generation is on the Switch. Versus it might have still been on 3DS, and it's like, yeah, that would have been great. Versus you guys being bastards, and now I have to pay lots more money just to get the freaking system. And now I have to pay lots more money to get the damn ass game. And it's like, do you think that's a good freaking cutoff? Do you think that actually was great? It's like, well, now you're paying double the money because you can play it on TV and you can play it on handheld. I like that idea, but you can seriously still go f*** yourself because that still sucked. It's like, yeah, it's like freaking many people don't know the damn struggle. And when they find out the struggle when it came to going from DSi to Switch for me, where it's like, now you have to actually know that you have the money for it. It's not your mom and dad no more. Christmases doesn't bring it anymore. This is straight up you who's doing it. And maybe the freaking Pokemon fans will now realize, oh, fuck, every single time they're like putting on a new console. Because there's going to be many other ones who are like me, who are like, don't do it. I don't want to pay $200 more, son of a pig.